Hello random people on the internet and welcome back to a brand new video of Derail Valley. Today I'm going to be driving the DE6, this big diesel engine right here. And what I will be doing is I'll be taking these two sets of cars to these two different locations, which I'll give to you in a second. But beforehand, I'm going to show you how to start up this locomotive. So, what you do is, you get on the ladder, you go up. You open this door. You press X to sit down because you're going to hit your head on the doorway. You close this behind you. You get back up, walk over to the front, turn around, and here's your dashboard. This does not matter. Get back up, open this, which is the breaker box, flip this switch, this switch, this switch, and then flip this imaginary breaker. Then close this, and then you open this, press X, close it, because you don't want to hit your head. Walk out here, you open this, you see this little lever, you flick it, and there you go. That's how you start the engine in the first place. Now you walk into the cab, hitting your head, sit down, and here's the controls. This is your independent brake. You want to kick that off immediately, if you want to roll around. You've got your train brake, which is, I've explained that. You've got your horn, which sounds like this, which sounds awful. I'm going to change that. You've got your bell. You've got headlights, cabin lights. You've got your dynamic brakes, which I'll talk about later. You've got throttle, which is self-explanatory. Reverser, put that in reverse. Engine on off, I have no idea. Deploy sand, service the engine, which is just an icon. You have sand, fuel, oil, tachometer, which is like how your engine is running, engine temperature, amperage, speed, and brake reservoir and brake pipe. So what you want to do is you want to put it in reverse and back in to your train over here. But before you do that, let's see what jobs we have. So here we are at the job selection, or just the place where there's these thousands of booklets that cause a lot of lag. So these things are where you get your jobs from, and I've chosen this one, which is deliver empty OBCO containers, empty Isocar containers, empty Dorzok containers, to a goods factory in town. And I've also decided to do this, which is deliver cryo-oxygen to the steel mill. Now this is something called multiple unit trains, where you have two sets of cars going to two different locations. So I'll be taking it from the harbor in town up to the steel mill, then all the way up to the goods factory in town, which I will see you in the next video, most likely. If not, I'm going to be doing something else. Or the update's already come out and I'm straight back over here at the steel mill. Or Forest Central, I don't know. But anyway, you've gotten your cryo-oxygen, you've gotten your containers. Let's get back to the train and shunt things all together. Now I'm back in the locomotive. You just put it up, but not too fast because you don't want to damage your cargo back there. Maybe a little bit faster. And you hook into your cars. I'll hook into this car. You will meet me when we're all ready to go, and we shall perform something called a highball. Alright, we now have the two trains connected and we are ready to go. Our statistics right now are we are 398 meters long, 680 tons, and 22 cars long. Now I will get this job overview turned into a job and perform something called a highball. Put the job in, put it back in the inventory, run out here as fast as I can, go into here, and perform something called a highball, which is you just, and then you, end quote, send it. I think we're going fast enough through the harbor here. We're going at 38 kilometers an hour, and we've got a long trip ahead of us. So, this will be fun. So, now that we're on the road, we're now I apologize for that. So, a couple things I need to talk about. Number one. Oh boy. Number two. This train. It's a diesel-electric combo, as in it is connected with... It has an engine. The engine's connected to a generator. That generator provides power to the train, to the drive wheels, which makes it move. So this is, I mean, this engine itself is a DE6. It is based off a real-life engine, and it's pretty accurate for how heavy stuff it can pull. But it's also pretty decent, honestly. It's a decent little engine because they're bigger than this. Yes, there is bigger than this. And yeah, the engine itself, its controls. This I forgot to mention. This is a dynamic brake. Basically, what it uses the power of your engine to slow down the train, kind of putting the traction motors in reverse, slowing it down instead of using the clamp brakes, which heat up and can brake. But if you have them for a long time, it can blow out the engine, which has actually happened at one point, which I will link the video down in the description. But that's one thing. The other thing is train brake and independent brake. I think I've told you about those two. You got a bell, which is pretty useful. We are also slowing down immeasurably, so I'm going to speed it up a bit. Oh, great! And even no, we are on the grade. Even better. But yeah, and hopefully my plan for today is going to be running directly on the speed limit up through here, because the speed limit's fun. You can go 120 kilometers an hour, the speed limit of this locomotive, and as many people have said before, I got this locomotive for the speed limit, so I'm going to use the whole speed limit. Credit the German Autobahn, which is literally, you know what, let's just go as fast as we can for no reason. Yeah, that'll be pretty fun. But anyway, oh my goodness. But anyway, this will meet you probably near the steel mill or going at around 120 kilometers an hour through an area of 60. Another thing I forgot to say, headlights. Headlights are important for any kind of locomotive for 2 or 3 reasons. Those reasons are, when you have your headlights on, that means the locomotive is in running condition. As in, you're driving the locomotive, it's moving somewhere, or the engine's just on. That is useful, because then you know when you're like, hey, I'm going to step forward. Yeah, well, which engine are you? The one that's got its lights on, and there you go. Or you just say your code number into the thingy here, and it works. Anyway, I should be paying attention to my speed, and also, if you haven't noticed already, next to my UI, there's an FPS counter to show you how good or bad my computer is running. And you can see it's running at 25 frames. It probably isn't for you guys because YouTube, I don't know, does like the 60 frame per second thingy. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably catch you around the steel mill in a couple minutes here, or when we derail, which is probably going to happen today. Oh, look at that. Cars 2 to 9 are not having a fun time. we literally are spaghettiing this train at the moment. We're also going at a pretty good speed of around 65 kilometers an hour. Let's bump that down a bit. Okay, yeah, no, they're in safe numbers now. So we are now going to proceed to be at the speed limit. And just coast it until we get to this 80, 120, and then a 90. Which, oh, those cars back there don't really like this, do they? Yeah. Listen, I cannot wait for, I cannot wait for this game to get its new update. It's going to look so much nicer, and I'm finally going to be able to do driving in the dark, in the rain, which is a mood. And you can finally have something, a use for these headlights and these cab lights. But I shall see you in a couple minutes here, when we either derail or make it to the steel mill. Ah yes, a 120. Let's do this. honestly really fun. Let me just go over to the other side. Yeah, this is definitely fun. And we have a 70 coming up, so settle a bit on the train brake as we coast in here at very high speeds. You can now take that off because, oh wait, no, we need that on because there's a 60 coming up. That isn't the best. So let's just continue to just slow down ever so nicely. See, this is why the dynamic brake would be a good idea, because braking at this speed would definitely break the brakes. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, it definitely would, and it would definitely also be a bit of a problem. As well as this, going through this turn at 10 over the speed limit, which isn't the nicest thing. I mean, we are staying on the track somehow, but it's pretty good. Oh, look, a nice... As I just said that, there goes a car. Okay, train brake, there goes more car, that's not good. Okay, I am now braking. We need to stop this. Okay, so here's the first car with damage. It is... Oh, it's fine. So this car is actually fine, so we can just... we can just go to re-rail it directly on the tracks right here. We can walk over to here, immediately couple it back in. Do the hose. If it lets me. There we go. Hose that back in, because all the brake pipe goes away from here. We can get to here, even though it is slowly rolling away, which is not good, so let's just... Yeah, I know we're going backwards, be quiet. You know, while we're at it, let's just get this other car that's fallen back on the track here. Great. Now I'm gonna have to just completely slam on the brakes here just to make it stop rolling. Which car was it that broke this one? And the one up here. This one? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this could have been a lot worse. Like, flying to the river and never be seen again worse, but... Honestly, I'm kind of surprised of how well this is. But now we've got a train completely stuck on top of a hill, and I'm going to have to kick off the brake, and we are going to have to roll all the way to the steel mill. So this might take a while. Okay, now we're back. We are slightly rolling down a hill. Our brakes are just off, so let's just go and do something called a highball. Alright, that should be enough. Hopefully that doesn't happen again somewhere in the goods factory in town, but we will see. And I'm surprised how the rest of the train just decided to stay on the tracks, even though... Well, yeah. Anyway, it looks like we've got a 50 coming up, so let's slam on the brakes once again and hope for the best. Slam on the brakes because we can, and then go over to the station office and turn in not that job, this job right here. So we did that in 20 minutes. Time bonus, we got almost 100,000. Well done, no environment damage, which is pretty good. Take up the beeping money, put it in the wallet, disconnect from the rest of the cars, and book it. Alright, now that we're ready to go, let's go. Just so we don't derail a second time. Actually, no, that'll be funny. Alright, 54, 57, 59, 62, 65, 66, 67, 68, 70, 90, 101. The same car again. I'm just gonna let this slide to a stop. I don't think that's how wheels work. Now that we got that mess fixed up and got a screenshot, let's get up this hill. And here we are entering the goods factory in town. This was an eventful video. Hold on, let me get, I was under the train. Let me get back in this. So, that was an eventful video, I will say. Definitely quite fun. And, to the person who said I should make a video like this, commenting on the DE6 and doing cargo runs, I thank you. And I'm also glad to say you, even though I forgot your name, which I'm truly sorry for, you actually boost my morality for making more videos, but at the moment I'm a bit busy when it comes to real life stuff. So, I unfortunately will not be able to play anything. Be quiet for the next 2-ish weeks. You'll be lucky if I actually post any videos. Again, if. But yeah, that should be pretty fun. But anyway, with all of whatever that is out the way, I will put the train into... Okay, let's slow down a bit, because we don't need to go this fast. And by a bit, I mean a lot. Wait, what? What is the wheels doing? Oh, that's weird. Oh, I should stop the train. Now we need to line ourselves in to where we need to go. This place needs to go to D6I, or D6 inbound. D6 inbound is over there. So, we need to go that way, that way, that way, and in through here. Pretty simple. So all we got to do now is just back up the train and hopefully manage to actually not crash somehow. And now we've finished. That's the end of the video. But oh wait, I need to show you something. How on earth do I turn this thing off? Well, you bang your head on the roof, open the door, then you flip it the other way. Close that, and there you go. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and for that person who asked me to do this, I hope you're welcome. I think that sentence made sense, but anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, like. If you want to see more of my content, which will eventually be released, please subscribe. And if you're new here, then please stay. I beg you, please. But yeah, want to see more content like this, subscribe, like my video, comment what you think I should do next in this game, and I shall see you all later. Goodbye.